Well, we're ready for another round of boxing. Hopkins out of the red corner and Bollinger out of the blue corner. I was able to talk to Hopkins. I think he's ready.
In the red corner, from Youngstown State Boxing Club, Mike Hopkins. From Elwood City Boxing, Connor Bollinger.
All right, here we go. Another amazing fight. Now, Hopkins looked like he was really well prepared for this fight. Last time I talked to him, he definitely looked like he had his confidence in the interview. And he's a for sure fighter. You know, you don't know what to expect out of him. He's definitely got the speed. He's definitely got the body built. And he's got the cuts. You know, you see him coming out. He definitely looks good. Got good footwork. And Bollinger looks like he's trying to come out and use that jab. And that's what you see out of the smaller fighters. You don't see them have a lot of reach, but they're able to kind of ease their way in. And it all depends on training, too. And Hopkins is definitely a well-trained fighter. Definitely got athleticism, and I think that's going to be the big difference. But if Bollinger can keep that jab flowing and capitalize on that reach, but Hopkins just looks too strong. He looks very strong right now, and if he can keep this up for the next 3 rounds, we're going to be in for definitely a big fight. There goes Bollinger coming in with those, I always call those lazy punches, you know, if you're able to land them, but they do pack some punch, they do back some mics, but they're not as strong as the ones that are really forced in. And now you see him just trying to buy his time, and he's holding up. Refs have been doing a good job of keeping justice in the ring. But there Hopkins goes. Now Hopkins he's definitely got that adrenaline flowing, and he's anxious to make something happen for this fight. And that could equal out to anything. You know, you never know when he can drop the atomic bomb. He's landing some of those punches. He's got that energy. He's keeping his fighter off of him, and I think that's going to be the difference maker tonight. There we go, another one landed. That's going to hurt. He looks really good. I mean, this guy's got a lot of confidence in the ring. He's moving around really good. And when you see that control, when they've got control of the fight like that, you've got to ask yourself, can they keep that control for 3 rounds? And that's going to be a point. That's what you don't want to see. We saw a lot of that tonight, little dirty moves like that where they're tied the fighters up. You know, and that just lets you know who's on offense. And Hopkins he's really got the momentum. He's strong. I mean, he's a young, strong fighter. I mean, he's keeping his opponent off of him. They'll go to the corners and relax a little bit. All right, here we go. Another exciting round of boxing. Round 2. Hopkins really looks good so far in this fight, as he's been able to keep control just by having the speed and the agility and the footwork. Bollinger has been able to keep control with that jab, but Hopkins has been on the attack the whole fight. I mean, he's going for the kill. This is a brawl. I mean, this kid is anxious for something to happen, and anytime you've got a fighter like that, he's dangerous because every shot he throws, he's looking to make a kill shot, and we're seeing that out of Hopkins tonight. Bollinger has been able to kind of keep him off of him with that jab, and that's a difference maker too. Hopkins is moving in. I mean, Bollinger's really. I mean, I always say that jab is just your insurance policy because it keeps the fighters off you. It gives you time to rest up, and that's the advantage that Bollinger has, and that's what he's doing. He's using it. These are some young fighters, so they have a lot of energy. But when you know you've got a strong fighter like Hopkins, you know it's smart to keep him off you just with that jab, and that's what Bollinger is doing. He's playing his cards right because if Hopkins keeps landing these punches, it's going to hurt him. But he's able to get his energy back, get his breath, relax a little bit, and that's the advantage that he has. He's smart. This trainer probably told him, you know, he probably said you're gonna have to rely on that jab. And Hopkins has been on the attack the whole fight. He's got the speed, he's got the footwork, he's got the movement. That's what makes a dangerous fighter. But Bollinger knows he has to calm him down, so he knows he has to keep him off of him, and that's what you're seeing out of this fight. Let's hope it doesn't wear Hopkins out. This is only the 2nd round. Still got 1 more round left, so you'll see if he's able to keep this same level of intensity. They're tying up. You know, they're tired. You can tell they're tired. They're just kind of pushing and pulling. You know, you'd hope to see somebody just taking some some shots there, some body shots, just to wear his opponent out. That's it for the second round. All right, here we go. Last round. And so far, it looks like Hopkins got the cards in his favor. He's landed a lot of the punches, done a lot of movement, and he's actually thrown a lot of punches. And we've seen that all night out of him for these first 2 rounds. But referee, once again, keeping control of the ring, making sure the ring's nice and clean. And here we go, last round. Let's see who can come out. I thought they were going to come out with a lot of energy, but they just kind of just relaxing. But Hopkins is, once again, he looks on the control, and he's able to get those shots in. Oh, we might see a knockout here. Oh, he's kind of throwing his opponent down. I don't know if they're going to call that a knockout. I mean, we've seen that all night from Hopkins, just high energy. And we just saw a little blaze of fire just come out of both of these fighters. But let's see what the referee calls. He's going to let's see if he calls that a knockdown, then Bollinger is going to have some problems out of the blue corner. We do see some blood. It just lets you know what level of power we've seen tonight. We've saw a lot of blood drawn in the ring. This has been a nasty night. These fighters has just been fighting, blood coming out of noses. We saw one fight get stopped because of blood. And I saw it coming because Hopkins looked like he's just a powerful little guy. And when you're landing punches like that, that takes a lot out of a fighter. And I give Bollinger credit. He's tough. He's been able to hang in there this entire fight. But anytime you see a fighter go toe-to-toe like that and then fall down, that lets you know who's definitely got control of this fight. And right now it looks like Hopkins definitely got control of this fight. Here we go. They're coming out again, swinging. Oh man, Hopkins looked really strong. Really strong. Okay, ball. There goes Bollinger down again, just losing his footwork. And let's just hope he can finish. You know, he's still got a little bit left. He just looks a little tired, but he's gotta get something going here because Hopkins definitely got control of this fight, and he's just kind of leaning on him. You know, he might be tired. See if he can finish this fight. Hopkins definitely looks like he's in shape. I mean, this kid looks strong, and he looks ripped, and he's moving. He's still moving. His footwork looks very good. He's been able to dodge some of those punches. Bollinger just, and almost again. I mean, look at him. This is the 3rd round, and he's still. They're holding each other. Referee's definitely calling this one. He's calling it right. He's telling him he's got to settle down. He's got to tone it down a bit. He's got to keep his professionalism if he wants to win this fight. Hopkins still looks in control. Just kind of wore Bollinger down. You know, that speed. Keeping him around the ring. And there's the bell. It's in the hands of the judges now, folks.
The winner of our 12th bout for the night in the EXP Willie belt. The winner from the right corner.